What's up, guys? It's Alexandria Pike. Welcome to my channel, and I haven't done a video like this in a while. So today, in today's video, I'm gonna be reading Scary Text Message Story after I put my hair up. Okay. Oh, I've already read these ones. Huh. Hold on, I'll be back when I download a different one. So it's finally downloaded. Okay. I'm gonna read a duck. Oh. Yeah, I've seen this one. Okay, so I'm gonna read the mysteries. Oh, mother, I'm gonna read. I don't know which ones I read. Okay. I'm gonna read Long Look. Good, I'm recording. I don't even know if I did the intro right, but I don't even remember if I even said my name. So, let's get started. Craig. Hey, Colin. Have fun at your sabbatical. Sabbatical? I don't know. I'll miss you. Can't believe you've been gone for 6 weeks. Colin, you'll be fine. I don't think I'll be connected to the internet in the woods. But keep me in the loop. I'd like to know what's going on in your life. I'll read your messages when I get them. 1 week later, Craig. Hey Colin, I know it's been a while. I've been busy with uni, and there's some drama been going on in my family, and I've basically had no time. Sorry guys, my back was killing me. If you're there, I need some advice. It's about Becky again. You helped me out so much through all that shit with her. Block her on Instagram. But she emailed me yesterday. This is just like the time that my ex was blowing my phone up constantly all last month. She needs help. It's about John, the new guy. I hate him. I just want to punch his face in. She seems really upset. Should I reply? 1 day later. Hey Matt. The internet's... There's an ad. I'll be back when I can skip it. Okay, I'm back. The internet's really spotty, and no, do not email her back. His name is Greg, and he's calling him Matt. You'll get over her in a year. Take care. She just emailed me again. Oh, whoops. Craig said that. Greg said that. Oh, why will... Okay. I mixed up the names because they're basically the same sound. She basically just said John's been acting weird and she needs some help. She's apparently getting scared of John and she doesn't want to tell her friends because they might judge him. I replied back asking what was happening. She said this. Hold up, let me copy this to you. This is the message the email that Greg, aka Matt, X, I'm guessing X, sent him. Last month, John tidied up the bathroom. Sounds stupid, I know, but he really went at it. I went in there and it was spotless. The surface is gleamed. He'd put some sort of freshener down and everything was exactly in its right place. You know how much stuff I have? We can't fit both our toothbrushes in the cupboards, so while we lie them down by the sink, they will put parallel, I can pronounce that word right, to each other, completely straight, completely aligned. I was a bit freaked out, but I was also proud, you know? Soon the rest of the house is super tidy. All the books are ordered alphabetical, everything put away, the magazines on the coffee table stacked up in a square. My elbow's hurting. I think there's something on the heel, on the blanket. I'm a bit weirded out, and I asked him, what's up? He says that it doesn't matter. Why would he be doing so much for me? A week and a bit ago, I go into the kitchen and he's rooting through the cutlery drawer. Get off of me. He's picking up pieces of cutlery, I'm guessing like the silverware, examining them and laying some down the counter and put some back in the drawer. The ones on the counter are perfectly aligned. I asked him what the fuck he was doing, and he responded with, we don't need all this cutlery, Becky, I'm going to throw these out. And he got really angry, really defensive, so I left it. Last night I woke up at about 1, and John wasn't in bed. I heard him rummaging around downstairs. I snuck to the top of the stairs. He was rifling through the books in the bookcase, taking some out. He was speaking to himself, whispering numbers and equations. I asked John what he was doing. He said, honey, there were 75 books on this bookcase. That's 3 times 25, which is 5 times 5. It's like 5. Okay. I was shocked and asked him what likes 5s. He said the long look and then started sorting books out. Books again, ignoring me. That's what I do. Not that creepily, but I had a bookshelf with books, and I had lots of books, so now I have a toad, which I left them at my dad's house, and I'm probably going to get them back soon if they're still in storage. But I would like organize them from like numbers, like if I have a series I would put them in order. If they're mysteries, I would put a mystery books on one shelf, dog books on the second shelf, and order them like that. I do the same with my movies. I would sometimes put them alphabetical order if I had a bookshelf. So yeah. I got angry. I went downstairs, shouted at him, and tried to put some of the books back on the bookcase. He grabbed at me, mad. I couldn't move. He was so strong. I thought he was going to hit me. He said very carefully, very slowly, this bookcase needs 49 books. 7 times 7. It doesn't like 7s. It likes 5s. Okay? I'm going to have to train you up. I was so scared I went out of the house. And then she said, she was staying at Alex now and asked if we could meet up. Oh, this is Quake saying this. Colin? Are you there? Oh, you're offline again. Alright, I'll decide what to do. I think that's what it said, but then there's an ad. Yeah, that's what he said. I've thought it through and I'm gonna talk to her. One day later. Colin, listen. Stuff has really hit the fan. And at this point, I just need someone to tell. I went around to Alex's as Becky was there. And as soon as I knock on the door, she flies out and gives me the strongest hug I have ever felt. Her face was so red, I think she'd been crying non-stop since she left her house. John was being weird, and she felt she had to leave, so I comforted her. Once she had calmed down enough, she asked if I could accompany her. She wanted to go back to her house and maybe confront John. I was looking forward to that, let me tell you. A good chance to punch John in his face. When we got to her house, she told me I should go in first. And it was really weird because on the doorstep were 7 neat piles of books. I slowly pushed the door open and called out to John. No answer. Becky had told me before that the house was tidy, but walking in there freaked me out a little. It was like the house had nobody living in, had never had anyone living in. She might be schizophrenic. We searched around and I kept calling for John, but he didn't respond. Every room was so fucking tidy and put together. We were both on the edge of saying, let's just go. Wait, this is from this girl texting, emailing him, stuff like this. Some girls that say that, and when people show up at the house to see what's going on, usually, if there's no one there, usually is because they're schizophrenic, or she was just lying to get her. I'm guessing he was her ex getting him back. And then I checked the bathroom. He was laying in the tub. Never mind. Filled with blood. He had his arms. I almost threw up. Becky heard me, and before I could stop her, she saw him, and then she threw up. We called the police, obviously, but while we were waiting, I noticed something. John was holding a small book. It looked like a diary, and I took it. I don't know why. Becky didn't notice. She was pretty shaken up. Still is, of course. What should I do with this thing? I can give it in now. Read it. Actually, when are you coming online again? I really want to talk to you. 1 day later. Colin. Matt, that's so messed up. I hope you're okay. Listen, I'm still away for a few weeks. Don't do anything stupid, okay? You're going to be okay. 3 days later. Greg, Colin, ... I read the diary. You read my mind. No, I read your mind, basically. I guess it was written by John, and it explains his behavior. It's not really a diary, more an encyclopedia. They spelled pedia wrong. I guess. Apparently John believed in this entity called the Long Look. There's a whole paragraph and then there's an ad. Great. It doesn't really explain what it is, but lists loads of rules for dealing with this thing. It likes multiples of 5s and will seek them out. It hates 7s, stuff like that. Power things in this arrangement, etc. What a freak! I don't know why Becky decided to even date him. 1 week later, Colin, ... The weirdest thing happened to me today. I was getting rid of some old DVDs, and I noticed there were 5 DVDs on one of the shelves in front of me. It made me think of the long look. I laughed at myself, but as I went to put the DVD I was holding into the bag, I saw a face. On the bag, I mean. The 2 clips looked like eyes, and the opening looked like the mouth. Yeah, I know you're going to laugh. I got 2 DVDs out of the bag and put them on the shelf. The face was gone after that. Anyway, Becky's fine now. She wants to move out of her old house, but the contract lasts until September. So she is going to try and find some replacement tenants. I know it's very soon, but I think I'm going to ask her out again. Yup, an ex. We should get back together. What do you think? 4 days later, Becky said yes! I took her to the Italian place you love, and we pretended it was our first ever date. You spelled out wrong. You said out. It went great. But listen, this long look stuff is freaking me out. I keep seeing it everywhere. I think this is from the diary. I think it's making them hallucinate. Because Jean wrote the diary, and then he went in and he's been experiencing like the same thing. Delusion? Is it? What do you guys think? Delusions? It's really happening. Comment down below before the end of the video, or before I get to that part. I keep seeing it everywhere. I'll be walking along and a car will pass, and the front of it will look like a face. I keep seeing faces in the front of my in the froth of my coffee, and the shapes that makes and the shapes that buildings make. I'm going to make a confession to you, Colin. I've started counting things. The books and DVDs. First thing, cutlery, just like John did. Everything has to be in multiples of 7. If they aren't, even worse, if I see a multiple of 5, I see more faces. And each face I see looks angrier and angrier. As I'm typing this, I can see the speakers as eyes, the keyboard as a mouth. From my computer, I'm guessing? I know this sounds ridiculous, but maybe I need help. Sure do. I'm having problems sleeping. 2 days later, an ad. You know that drawer that everyone has, filled with all the stuff in the house that doesn't have anywhere else to be? Well, it's been driving me crazy. I can't know if it's safe if I don't tidy it up. 4 days later, Becky caught me putting all the screwdrivers from the drawer inside soda. She laughed, Colin. She laughed! 2 days later, I was walking to work today. That really ticks me off. They spell words wrong. Well, actually, this one I think it was meant to be like that. I was walking to work today, and it's spelled as in 2, but after the T-O, it's a 0 and then day. And I saw a car face, and I was so scared. And it has a 4 after the A, between the A and the R. It was coming towards me, and it looked like it wanted blood. I thought it was going to swerve and hit me, and that would be that. I figured out how to stop it through it. stop it though. It was red, so I started counting all the red cars. When I'm counting, it seems to get confused. As I was walking into work, I was at 20. I pretended I had counted one more, but it knew. Tomorrow, I'm going with a 7 to do blue. 1 day later. I just want this to stop. Why did I read the book? People need to be trained to fight against the long look. They need to know. 1 day later. I counted the pages in the diary. 125, 5 times 5 times times 5. It had 2 T's. Maybe the long look wants us to read it. What if I miscount? No. 126 is a multiple of 7. I'll do it again. 2 days later, I'm going to burn the book. If no one can read about this, maybe the long look will just dissipate. I think this person means disappear. Don't come over, Colin. Delete these messages. Too late. We are no longer friends. That sounds like possession. 1 week later. Colin. Matt! He yelled. Are you okay? I'm cutting my trip short. I'll be back in 2 days. Why aren't you answering your phone? Matt, are you there? Error. This number does not exist. Hey, I was reading that. There was another thing that popped up, but then it X'd out of it, and then there's an ad. So I'll be back. Okay, that's the end of that story. If you enjoy content like this, please hit the subscribe button, turn on all post notifications, and smash the thumbs up button. And I'll see you in another video. Bye!